All right. Yo,
Yo, man.
how's it going?
Good.
Very good.
Yeah, we're back.
We are back.
It's good to see. I haven't seen you in 800 years?
Something like that. Yeah.
9,000 years?
Some kind
Something.
of prehistoric time.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we were off for a couple weeks. I was in
Mm-hmm.
Austin for birthday shit. Very self-indulgent
Oh, yeah.
traveling during COVID that I did.
How
Tisk,
was it?
Tisk,
How,
tisk.
how was your trip? How was your trip
It
to
was
Austin?
good. It was cool. We had a lot of fun. It is just kind of nerve-wracking traveling right now, and I hadn't really. I don't know. We definitely thought about it, but it wasn't like we weren't. We were trying not to worry too much until we got to the airport, and it was just like crazy. Like it was so packed, and just like I don't know. It was a little scary, but we're all right. We feel good, and it was a fun trip. It's a good birthday.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And you
I'm glad.
were up north with the family and stuff.
Yes. Yeah, I was back home at my mom's house
Nice.
and in Atascadero. And yes, speaking of traveling, um, during COVID and just traveling during like crazy circumstances, maybe unsafe circumstances.
Yeah.
Fucking is it next weekend? I think it's next weekend. I'm getting ready to go to Emilio's bachelor party.
Oh, cool.
So this is our friend from Atascadero, another one of the Atascadero reggae guys, awesome saxophone player.
Yep. He
Um,
was on the Progressors
the
stuff.
Progressors, yeah, he
Yeah.
played saxophone in the Progressors, and so his bachelor party is going to be in Portland,
Oh,
Oregon.
wow. Yeah, that's
So, so
nothing going on there.
yeah,
Super
there's like
chill
all kinds
town
of
right
crazy
now.
shit going on there, and so I was born in Oregon. I have like a lot of family there and shit, and
How did I not know that?
I don't know.
That's
I
cool.
mean, my family moved to Atascadero when I was like when I was a baby. Um, but I was born there. I have like aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff there. And I hit up my cousin because he used to work for a hotel there. I thought he still did. Turns out he doesn't. But I hit him up. I'm like, hey, can you hook us up with hotel rooms or something? And he's like, oh, you're coming to Portland, huh? I'm like, yep. He's like, why? I'm like, oh, it's my friend's bachelor party. He's like, no, why? Why the fuck are you doing it here?
Yeah.
But we're doing it anyway, man.
Yeah.
We're going for it. We're, you know, uh, living dangerously, I guess. And, look, as long as everybody survives and nobody dies, I think we will be happy that we did it.
Yeah, as long as no one dies. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
That's a pretty crucial caveat. But yeah, I agree.
Because even if something hairy does happen, it'll be a good story.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
But yeah,
yeah, as long as we don't die, you know.
it's hard. I mean, I love to travel, and it's been like I don't know. It's been like almost 2 years of this shit now, and
Yeah.
yeah, it just
So
sucks.
was that your first traveling?
Yeah, yeah. I've literally been like at home, like
Yeah.
especially after I quit my job, like in God, it was right before the summer. Um, yeah, it's just been working every day in here and going on lots of walks with the dog, try to stay outside and stay sane. We've gone to bars a couple times or whatever, but only places we know are like safe and aren't gonna, you know, I don't know, places we've been a bunch of times where it's not like super crowded or whatever, but like
Yeah.
we can't like go down to Broadway in Nashville or anything. Broadway's like the party street in Nashville where like people fly, speaking of bachelor parties, people fly in from like all over the country to like have bachelorette parties on Broadway because it's all like the honky tonk bars and like.
Yeah, isn't that like the like Vegas, Atlantic City of the South? Or
I was gonna
something?
say that, but as a non-native, I wasn't sure how well that comparison goes over here. That it's like the
Yeah.
Vegas of the South or whatever. But yeah, it kind of is. I mean, there's no gambling though, so I think maybe that kind of
Oh,
ticks a
does the
box
South
against it.
have like a gambling like a Las Vegas or Atlantic City in that sense? Like
I
a
don't
place,
know. I would
it's
think
like a
if it
casino
did,
town.
if it's not New Orleans, it should be.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah,
seems like the
the
town.
Vegas of yeah.
That seems like the town to get wild and do some gambling. But I have no idea if it's legal there or not.
Man, speaking of traveling, I need to come to Nashville. I need to come visit you.
Dude, I would love that so much. It would be so fun. We don't have like a guest bedroom here, but we're moving
Uh-huh.
somewhere. We don't know where we're moving yet, but we're definitely getting a new place next year,
Okay.
and we'll have room at the next place for sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's on the list of things to make sure that you have. Bigger
A
kitchen.
place for people to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, but like I mean, we have a 3-bedroom right now, but 2 of the rooms, one room
God,
is
I'm so jealous.
one room is Sari's workshop and one room is my studio, so it's like
I could walk you around this house in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We have 3 rooms.
yeah.
One of which is a bedroom, one of which is a living room, half of which is TV room, half of which is where I'm in my studio where I'm sitting right now. Then the third room is the kitchen,
Yeah.
and those are our rooms.
Gotta do what you gotta do, man. I mean, you make it work. I would never know.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
your studio's
it's fun.
sick.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I know. I love it. I really love it. It's definitely like a place that I'm gonna remember really fondly.
Yeah.
And I have season tickets to LAFC, the local
Oh.
professional soccer team,
Wow.
and I walk to the games.
That's so sick.
I go two traffic lights up, and you're at the stadium.
How many people can say that about anything in Los Angeles?
Exactly.
Let alone a soccer game
Exactly.
or
so
football or whatever it's called.
Yes, either. I whatever you like. I just call it soccer, but yeah, I wouldn't trade that for anything. I
That's
fucking
awesome.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. I miss LA all the time. I'm not gonna lie.
LA's awesome,
I
and I'm
love.
sure Nashville is super cool too. And I just want to like experience more of the South, just that whole part of the country. I got to come visit you.
Yeah, dude, you really should. Once this all clears up, which I feel like I've been saying every day for 2 years now.
Yeah.
But once that happens,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely, it would be really fun. Dude, the thing that sucks the most about it is we've lived here for 3 years now, and 2 of them have been during COVID now, pretty much. So half my time here has been during COVID practically. And so like
Damn.
we haven't got to go anywhere in the South. Like
It feels like you moved there like 10 years ago. to
I
me.
know it does. It's been a crazy couple years, man. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but it was
Well,
worth
you-
it. I mean, for me personally, like I never could have done what I'm doing now.
Yeah, you're
Not
kicking
even
ass.
not even just in LA, just like in California. Like I just didn't know where I could get a space to afford it, and I don't know. It just
Yeah.
seemed so. This was like just so much easier. It was like it's way cheaper, so like that solves the problem right there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, luckily we've got friends here, which is cool. Like I've got college buddies here that I still know. But like there was a time where I was like begging Nigel to move here. Like I was like trying hard. I was like lobbying him to move here. I even told him I was like, talk to Brandon. We'll restart the band out in Nashville. We'll get way more gigs out here anyway. But yeah.
Maybe we could still convince him. Who knows,
Dude,
man?
dude.
Look, me and Criselda, we were gonna move to New Zealand.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
How
That
cool
was
would
our
that
whole
be?
thing. And we're starting the early stages of doing that, and then COVID happened.
Ah.
And we've been she has been doing pretty much all the work and checking on it periodically. And dude, it looks like Americans are not going to be able to move there for like years at this point.
I mean, did you see in Canada, Trudeau announced a 2-year ban on any foreigners buying property in Canada.
There you go.
So I mean, I think that's going to start happening
Yeah.
in a lot of places, especially places where you see a lot of Americans trying to move to, like New Zealand or Australia or Europe. Like they're just gonna be like, no, get out of here, you fucking crazy Americans.
New Zealand is like the international, like leader of that philosophy.
Yeah.
Of like how to handle the situation.
Yeah.
You know? So
they've
like,
definitely done the best job. You know, if you can if you can even give grades out to countries at this point, everyone has struggled and it's been hard for like everyone, but like.
Except for them.
They've done a really good job as far as, you know, like.
Yeah.
Like grading on a curve, they're like an A++, like for sure.
Well, I mean, once all of this is history,
Yeah.
New Zealanders might be the only people on the planet who like can't relate to having memories of wearing a mask.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
I think they had to do that for like a month, maybe.
Yeah. I saw a video of like people in New Zealand like at a concert, and it was just like it was like you stepped in a time machine back to 2018 or something.
Yeah, dude. They were like, I was like watching these interviews with New Zealand musicians they were talking about how they feel really lucky that they got to perform, but they felt like really guilty.
Totally.
Because they were the only musicians in the entire world who could play. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine there's a lot of that kind of guilt going around because there's still like, you know, people still play gigs here now, but like every time there is a gig or something, it's like, you know, it attached to it is like, you know, make sure you wear a mask, make sure you're vaccinated, make sure this, make sure that. We know it's really hard, blah, 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 but we're musicians. There's just like a laundry list of like things where it's like musicians are basically like apologizing for asking people to come get together and watch them play, which is like the last thing you're supposed to be doing right now. But it's, dude, we're musicians. It's like literally what we do. We've been like kneecapped like by this thing. Like I've personally, every musician I know, if they're out there like grinding, trying to make it work, I'm just like, dude, do what you got to do. Like more power to you.
I just played live for the first time last weekend.
Nice. Yeah, I saw the pictures. It looked cool.
Yeah, and like the first time in a year and a half.
It's crazy.
In San Diego, and it was like, yeah.
Yeah. How'd it go?
It was cool. You know, it was like entertaining the dinner crowd. You know,
right.
It wasn't in a club.
Sure.
You know, yeah, we set up in the corner of an outdoor area at a restaurant, basically.
Yeah.
And you know, just like played reggae classics, reggae standards.
Nice.
Played a lot of Gregory Isaacs songs.
Dope. Love it.
Some Wailing Souls songs.
Dope.
Couple Bob Marley songs. You know, you gotta give people what they like. Played Police and Thieves. That was sweet. But
I miss playing that one with Horseman. Horsemouth. God.
Horsemouth. Yeah.
I sound like I have a horse mouth right now trying to speak.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Horsemouth is a band that you and I used to play in LA. It's all covers, nothing but like
the hardest, deepest cuts of reggae.
The deepest, most like rootsy, obscure reggae songs, and
to the point where I think
nobody ever understood that we weren't playing original music.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think it got to a point with some of those gigs where like people didn't even know if those were our songs or not. Like they'd never heard this stuff. But it was, oh man, playing the Gladiators and Wailing Souls and
this was kind of like that, but it's a little bit different in San Diego because people know reggae in San Diego.
Yeah, that's cool.
Reggae is huge there.
Yeah.
So you play like a old classic Gregory Isaac song and like somebody in the restaurant recognizes it, and it was very cool. But yeah, man, it was crazy, you know, like it was a lot like going back to the beginning of just in terms of how nervous I got and like how many times I just like went over every song in my head again, just to make sure that like I actually know how to play it, how to sing it, and like I felt like it felt like what it was like to play a show when I was like 17.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah, I believe it. I haven't played live since LA, so like I can't imagine what it would be like to get back on stage at this point. Not even because of COVID, just because it's been so long. But at the same
Right, yeah.
at the
It's
same
just the
time,
amount of time.
at the same time though, before I moved to LA, in 2016, 2015, 2016, I hadn't played live probably for 5 years before that. It was like I played live in high school, then like stopped, went to college, went to Spain, moved to LA, and then joined the band with you guys, and then started gigging with all that time. And
You're a real studio guy. Studio cat.
yeah,
Nice.
I guess
I mean, you kick ass on stage, obviously. But
I love
guess,
it. It's like a whole nother side of
you
my...
haven't had like a run of like 12 years of just like
No. Yeah.
living on that state.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, never. I would love to. I mean, it would be fun. We talked about, doing a tour or something with Nigel's music, which would have been just like the most amazing. If our trip to Texas was any indication about how fun that would have been, dude, that would have been unreal. Nigel trying to check nachos onto his flight to Texas.
Oh my god. I forgot about that.
Oh, it was so funny.
Or like we were gonna like walk to the gate and we're like, where's Nigel? And he's over at the shoe shine thing, getting his shoes shine. I'm like, wow, I've never seen anybody actually use one of those before.
I always feel this like secondhand shame. Like I feel bad asking someone to shine my shoes while I'm wearing them. It'd be one thing if you like dropped them off at like a cobbler and you're like, yeah, these
so
are
that you
like...
don't have to look at me in the eye while you bend down, kiss my feet.
Yeah. Like imagine if you had to watch someone do your dry cleaning. Like you sat there the whole time while they dry cleaned your shit or something. Like it's just, you don't want to do that. It sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, it's kind of like how would you feel if somebody was like, okay, so you're gonna mix my song, like, but I'm gonna leave though, and you're like, why? And you're like, because I feel like this is so degrading for you that I can't bear. It's too cringy for me to watch you debase yourself to this level.
Wow.
Where you're gonna, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's true. God, yeah. All right. I'm gonna see, but that's the perspective Nigel had. Was he was just like, hell yeah, it's a job. Like he kicks ass at it.
He's a shoe shiner.
This is what he does.
I'm giving him money to do what he does. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, anyway.
Yeah. Nigel's a legend.
Yeah, he is. Anyway, why are we streaming tonight? What are we doing here?
Yeah, we're gonna play some bass. You want me to play bass, right?
I do. Typically when I want things from you, it's of the bass variety.
It's usually bass.
It's usually bass.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Should we crack it open? See what we got? Sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say
some preliminariness.
If people remember, this is the last Blondie song. So we're doing Atomic. A couple weeks ago, I did the stream with Brandon where we mixed the drums and we like parallel distorted everything, which was really cool. And then printed that. And then last week I did a stream by myself where I played a little bit of guitar and added an organ part, I think I did. And pretty much the song is like, it's like very, very much fleshed out. At this point, it might even need a little bit of like carving away, which I even started doing yesterday. I started actually kind of taking stuff out of certain parts just because it was a little much. Even if there were some things I even took away that like were parts I was trying to play that were like part of the original song, but in this version there just was it was just too much, and it sounds way better just taking it out. So I did.
Well, okay, cool. So
But
I don't know. I was going to say what did you take out, but I guess it's not super important. It's not really going to impact the bass part unless it does.
it doesn't. No, it was like guitar stuff or synth stuff, like things like that I added.
Okay.
Looks like you're.
Hey, is
ahead.
my video choppy as hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Let me try this.
Okay.
Here we go. We're gonna do tech stuff on the fly. On the fly. Is still choppy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is awesome, you guys.
Well, okay. In fairness to you, we
Yes.
noticed this before the stream, and we fixed it. So we thought.
Yeah,
So,
that's
you
what I
know,
thought.
So this is just the stream gods, poo-pooing on our stream once again, which they like to do. They really,
What
really
the
like to do that.
hell is this is so dumb. Okay, yeah. All right, well, is the sound okay?
The sound is great. I feel like
Things only work when
no one's
when
watching.
we're not trying. Yeah, when no one's watching. Oh, speaking of which, how many people are hanging out with us right now?
We've only got a couple so far.
Hello.
But I think people are going to start trickling back in now that we're live again.
Once my camera starts working. I refuse to watch
No, it's
while only one of their cameras is working.
that's
all
all
right.
good. Wasn't it? What was it that we fixed that was doing that? It was like it wasn't some internal setting on the camera itself, right? It was. I feel like this happened a long time ago, and we figured it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Here, let me try to turn off my camera and this and turn it back on. Whoa, red.
Whoa.
No.
No. Did something. Something changed.
Wait. Let me check. Wait.
Groove Stranger's in. He says, "What's up?" Oh, that looked better for a half second. Groove Stranger says,
Groove
"What's
Strange?
up?" Groove Stranger is like our unofficial stream tech.
Okay. He's like, I can tell I'm needed.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Yeah, it could be better, Groove Stranger, but that's okay. We're just figuring out Brandon's camera issues right now, but
Yeah.
as it goes on this stream,
I don't think we were gonna figure it out. I think we gotta just keep going.
All
and
right.
Just make the bass happen.
yeah, let's do it. So yeah, like I was saying, the song's pretty much ready to go, but the bass is definitely temp bass. I actually tried to like time correct it in Reaper just to see what that would be like, because I kind of had a feeling I was going to replace it anyway. And it Reaper like chops everything up at the transients and then kind of stitches it back together on the grid, which I've had trouble like getting it to. It's just not quite as seamless as doing like the stretch markers or whatever. And I just didn't really feel like doing that. But I think if I ever do that, I'm gonna have to do it in with the stretch marker things. But anyway. Yeah.
Some people think stretch markers are hot, man.
Yeah, dude, Kendrick said it first, man.
Yeah, exactly.
He was ahead of the game on that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm thinking tonight bass, and I really worked hard on my piano tone. I would love your opinion on that, because yours is always really dark and murky, and I love that. So I tried to kind of assuage mine into that area a little better.
All right.
And then it really is just like anything else you think, as always. I'm down to explore it and see where we go with it.
All right. So it sounds like, should we start with bass and then look at piano and other
Absolutely,
stuff?
yeah.
All right.
And
Let me just burp here.
I think
It's
Groove
on
Stranger
Rick.
was like our like 4-leaf charm, because like he showed up and now your video's great.
Well, it's because I did a thing. This is so we share our video through Discord.
Mm-hmm.
This is my webcam right here, just going directly into Discord. So this is without the intermediary of the software that I use to share my screen and everything.
Gotcha.
That would be this.
Which is not being nice.
Which is not good.
Right. Well, we'll do what we got to do.
Yes. That's exactly what we will do.
Yeah, it's all good.
Wow, is it? It is like 100% frozen.
Yep.
All right, hang on.
There you go.
Okay. Moving my hand.
Yeah, you're back.
There's some semblance of this is actually what I'm actually doing is actually showing up on the screen.
Yes. No, you're
all right
good now.
So here, let's just listen through what we got. So this is everything that my good friend Nate Black Market played on Atomic.
Yeah.
Blondie song.
Have you had a chance to listen to this yet?
Yes, I have listened to this.
Cool.
And I love it.
Sweet.
So yeah, let's just do a bit of a listen to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Is it this all the way to the end?
No, there is one more. Well, it's this chord
There we
shape,
go.
yeah, until the very end.
so much meat on the bone for dub on this, man.
Absolutely.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it.
Tight.
Yeah. Yeah, so it really, like, there's the intro, the main chord shape, then the only verse in the song, it really feels more like a bridge or something. And then it's back to the main chord shape the rest of the tune. We talked about this, there's actually a bass solo in the middle of this song,
Okay.
which I have omitted because it's stupid. Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
So
I just got to do it this way tonight, I think, because
no worries, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I think the only way I'm going to fix my video thing is by restarting my computer.
Yeah.
I think that's our new thing. I got to restart my computer before we do every stream.
Damn.
Remember, folks, Patreon followers really supports us so that we can maybe one day be doing these streams and making our music with computers that were built later than 2013.
That would be dope.
That would be pretty sweet. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I can try.
If we were on like a computer that was made in 2021 right now. Can you imagine?
I'm putting the Patreon link in the chat right now because
if you're already a supporter, a patron, oh my gosh, thank you. We freaking love you.
Yep.
Anyway, so no bass solo. Okay.
No bass solo.
I'm happy to hear that.
Absolutely
and I agree
not.
with you. I agree.
Yeah, that's one of those things that and chat, you can hold me to this. If I ever ask Brandon for a bass solo, we can just end it all now. We can just stop. Not that I don't know. Not that I think bass solos are like stupid or whatever. It's just like there's a time and a place for them, and it's definitely not a reggae song.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's one thing if it's like Primus or Les Claypool, but like, or Flea or something or whatever. But like, it's so few and far between that a bass solo is like needed for anything. I don't know. What do you? How do you feel about it? Do you feel like they're kind of lame, like I do, or does that hurt a little bit as a bass player?
I definitely feel that like whenever I'm on a gig or playing with a band, and like, you know, the guitar player and the keyboard player and the horn players are taking solos and stuff, and then somebody goes to me like, bass solo, you take one. Inside, every time that happens, I'm always like, fucking why? Like, no, dude. Like,
yeah,
I always play one if that happens, but I'm like, dude, you guys are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, no, you should not have asked for that. Like, you guys are supposed to do that, and then we move on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of an example of a song that, like, maybe we may find ourselves one day covering, doing a reggae version of it, and like, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be the song unless we did do our version of the bass solo, you know? Like, I'm trying to think, like if we were doing Rush and we did like a reggae version of YYZ or like La Villa Strangiato.
Mm-hmm.
I just gave myself an idea right now. But if we were to do that, you know what I mean? In those moments where like they trade drums and then guitar and then bass and then drums and then guitar and then bass, like you would ruin the song if you didn't do something there.
Yeah,
so
it's true. That's part of the band. That's like what they do. And same with like Primus. That's why I use Primus as an example.
Yeah.
It's like the dude is, he's a monster. He's not even playing bass really. It's like his own thing, like in a lot of ways. Like
Yes.
he's as much like a heavy metal guitar as he is a bass.
Yeah, right. That's
band.
the lead instrument of their
he's like
arrangement.
James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett together, but they played bass. Like, and they. All right, sidetrack on Les Claypool just because he is a fascinating musician.
Let's talk about Les Claypool.
He auditioned for Metallica and almost got in that band. I can't even imagine.
And it was like early.
Yeah.
It was like before they were signed, I think, right?
Yep.
Because he went to high school with Kirk Hammett, right?
It was something like that, yeah. And he's a Bay Area guy too, and so is Metallica. So
yeah, I think he and Kirk Hammett played in high school jazz band together.
That's so insane.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? Must have been sweet.
Yeah, like right. Like I wonder if they were that good when they were in high school.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. In a weird way, I almost feel like Metallica of today, I could see a Les Claypool in the band because their current bass player Trujillo guy, Robert Trujillo, who's really good. But he's way more of like a Claypool than he is like Cliff Burton or
Cliff Burton.
Yeah, or Jason Newsted or whatever. Like those guys were like metal guys. Yeah. And Claypool and Trujillo feel more like they're just kind of funny. Crazy. They're closer on like the Flea spectrum for me. Like
that's funny how they ended up in a way that would make sense.
Yeah,
for Claypool, that's interesting.
Anyway, so we'll never do anything like that ever, but it's cool anyway.
All right, but I think Black Market Rush EP might be fucking
something to
legendary.
Explore. Something that could go on the virals, maybe.
Hey, can you tell me the chords of this song right quick?
Of course.
There, fellow. Little homie.
Let me find him.
Let me Google that. Yeah, I didn't do that much preparation.
It's okay. Lucky for you, there's really not a lot of changes on this one.
Yeah, that's kind of why it didn't. It sounded like there's like 4 chords in this whole song.
So, the main like the main like bulk of the song is in it plays E minor, but then the verse it goes to E major. So the song is like mostly E minor, but it switches to major in the only verse. The intro, it's just the main chords of the song, but it's played like a pedal kind of thing, if I'm using that term correctly. So it's E, C, A, D, B.
E, C, A, D, B.
Yeah, those are the main chords of the song. And then the verse is a little different, and there's a third chord shape in the verse. But we can kind of cross that bridge when we get there if you want.
All right, sweet. Yeah, let's do it section by section. Minute by minute by minute. I'm getting ready for... wait. No, we ended up voting against Michael McDonald. We went... ABBA won the election, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm still holding on, though.
Hey, Michael McDonald will happen. Don't get me wrong. It's just not going to happen first.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, at least we got bass cam. That's cool.
Bass cam. Yeah. I think just the only thing that I can't do tonight is share...
Ja Rastafarianism.
This, right, and Ja Rastafarianism.
That's okay. We'll fix it.
Oh, well.
We'll fix it for next time.
Yeah. Okay. So let me mute the original bass. I already did. Let's check it out. Whoa. Oh, this is that.
Yep.
So that's the verse then.
Yeah. So this shape repeats 3 times. It's E, F sharp, D, B. Yeah, and then the
Okay.
4th time around, there's another shape, and then it just goes back to the first chord shape the rest of the tune.
Okay. What's the chord shape the 4th time through?
4th time, it's G, D, E minor, A.
Okay. Okay. In the intro, let's see, how did you play the original bass? Do you want me to stay true?
I don't care what you do. You could do that.
All right. He doesn't care. Did you hear him, everybody? I don't care what you do.
I don't care. Just play the bass. Hurry up, damn it. I don't give a shit.
All that's missing is that you just like wave your hand.
I don't give a hoot.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely defer to you on what that is suggesting. Even though that is a complete Frankenstein part that I put together, it's like no one actually played that. I like copy pasted all of that drum intro.
Sweet.
In the original, they definitely do just the do. They pretty much did what I did.
Okay.
But you don't have to.
I like how you say, you don't say, I'm doing what they did. You say, they copied me when they recorded this original song.
Yep.
Yeah. They totally ripped me off.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, let's feel it out. E, F sharp, D, B.
Yes. Yeah, one more time. Now comes G, D, E, A.
All right. Well, as just kind of like a basic feel, are you stoked on that?
Yeah, no, it's cool.
It's a similar philosophy to one of the other Blondie songs that we did, but
That's okay.
yeah, I mean I think that is.
I hope you muted yourself. Hello? There you are.
Hello.
Yeah, you muted yourself for a second.
Oh, okay. So yeah, but it's a similar baseline philosophy to another song that we did for Blondie, but it feels natural. That's what the song wants to feel like.
Totally.
So I think
Yeah, go for it. I mean, that kind of stuff really doesn't bother me, especially when it's like they're all part of the same family. These 4 tracks, you know, so they should have similar musical qualities, you know.
That's right.
It's not a
Kids,
compilation. It's an EP.
you tell the haters to go hate
Yeah.
somewhere else. Hate on,
Yeah.
haters.
Hate on, and some other wildly popular music stream on YouTube. Go hate Anthony Fantano or something, or someone else.
Who the fuck is Anthony Fantano?
Oh, you don't know?
No.
He's the bald guy that reviews music on YouTube. He's like
Oh, does he give the album recommendations? Like if you want to get into post-punk, listen to these 5 albums?
maybe, I think. He's bald. That's the only way I think you would recognize him. He's the Lester Bangs of Twitter. He just makes people mad with his reviews. But
he's a little spice man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't remember why I brought that up.
That he's almost as popular as we are.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay, let's record some bass.
Let's do it.
I'm going to record this one.
Okay. Sweet.
What?
Did I screw you up? I just said sweet. Sweet.
Oh, I thought you said wait.
No.
Wait.
If I said wait, I would have said wait.
Oh,
I would have done that.
my fault.
Yeah. So now you know.
How many counts out? By the way,
It's just 2.
So it's done music.
Yep.
Okay, I need to turn up the drums for myself.
Do it.
Okay. I think I got it.
All right.
Yeah, this one feels Rasta as hell so far.
Cool.
I'm liking it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Man, I
It's
didn't even have
quick.
time to move my freaking hand away from the mouse onto my...
You could copy paste those 2 hits in one more. I should have. That's what I should have done.
So the intro, by the way, is still
Same chords.
E, C, A, D. The D feels fighting to me, but maybe I'm cray.
Let me see. Let me reference the official chords. So it's E C A D B.
All right. So be it.
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm just kind of experimenting with like another feel for that.
Sure. Yeah, it sounded cool.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna do the steady pulse, but I'm just not gonna make it like like fucking punk style. I'm just gonna make it all like
Okay, that's cool.
you know,
Yeah,
smooth root style.
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, you and Blondie both were smart to do what I did originally.
Right, yeah, I'm just gonna copy you.
Good. Yeah, that's what Blondie,
Like
that's what
how
Blondie
Blondie did. Yeah.
did. Yeah. It hits a D right there.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. It sounds like there's another chord.
You sound like a Indiana Jones Nazi villain in that voice.
Another chord, Dr. Jones.
We are looking for the chord of amethyst that could control the world.
Oh my god. Okay. I was pretty happy with.
Yeah, it's great. It sounds
with that.
sounds really smooth. Yeah, a lot less. I don't know, aggressive and kind of choppy than what I was doing. This is a lot more laid back. I like that a lot.
Okay. I'm just gonna take it right from that section,
Okay.
that G section there.
Nice.
Sorry, tried to mute in time for my burp. I didn't quite catch it.
Wow.
Oh man, too bad he didn't hear that one.
Nope.
That was all good except for hitting the D chord at the end.
Correct.
And then she goes, atomic.
Yep.
That, by the way, speaking of Nigel, who's another member of the Atascadero reggae family, Nigel and I were best friends, still are, since kindergarten. And
It's crazy.
he taught me how to play music because he took piano lessons when we were little kids and I didn't. And when I first started playing music, played music with him, and the very first band that we were ever in was a techno band. We had his Yamaha keyboard, and we got a drum machine, and we got a rack mount synthesizer, and we could never figure out how to use it, so we bought it and we never ended up using it. And we also pre-ordered Reason 1.0.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
wow.
And that was the first band that we were ever in, and we made techno, and we were called Atomic.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering where you were going with this.
You're like, why are you saying any of this?
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Atomic. My first band was called High Voltage. I don't know
Wow.
what it is about first bands and young boys, but it's always some kind of electric explosion.
Yeah, right. Yeah, something to do with like high amounts of energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this hits a D and then goes into the intro chords.
Yep. And it holds that the rest of the song.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They only change chords this one time?
Yeah, exactly. Except in the original, there's like parts where there's no bass, and then there's a bass solo, and like things
Oh, okay.
change. So when it comes time to dub, I'm gonna
Yeah.
in lieu of a
You're
bass solo, I'm gonna
yeah.
do a whole bunch of dubby shit in there.
Yes, you're going to
But-
go crazy on the dub with
Yeah,
this.
but for this, I just said screw the whole bass solo section. I'm just gonna play it straight through.
All right,
What-
so for this right now, I'm just going to crank up my headphones and just vibe out on this one bass line for
Yeah.
8 hours.
8
then,
hours,
Right?
yeah, 8.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's do it. off there. Because that intro figure, that
Yeah.
never comes back,
It
right?
doesn't come back, no.
Okay.
I kind of wish I had brought it back, but I decided not to. They don't, so I just figured why.
Yeah. Well, they copied you.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Nice.
I like how you put that sample of you saying Blondie in at the end of the song. That was sweet.
Yeah.
Just totally something you should
just
do.
so
by the
people
way.
listening, they know that it's Blondie, just in case they didn't know that.
Right.
It's on the EP.
Oh, this is Blondie. Oh.
That was great. I'm
Cool,
kind
man.
of like, to me, yeah, that sounds great, and I kind of liked that you varied up the form slightly towards the middle, because I'm planning on this being this song being significantly like drum and bass, like, even though it's very like fleshed out right now. I'm going to try and, like, at least in that middle section where it's just that bass line the whole time, I'm going to try to make it as much like drum and bass as possible, and use everything else for dub fodder.
Okay, so it is good that the pattern gets changed up, mixed up.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm happy with that, man. I
yeah.
don't really want to change anything.
Then
That was,
then let's not.
very easy.
Yeah, very easy.
All right. And then you wanted me to listen to the other instruments and see.
Yeah.
What's
Also,
up?
I'm just curious. What do you think about the instrumentation I've got going on here? Is there anything that stands out to you, good or bad, that you have any thoughts about?
Let's listen. Wow. What's up with that? Okay.
Yeah. I'm happier with the piano tone than I am the organ tone.
So let's see. This piano is very, very,
It's quiet.
very quiet. I actually need to do something here to gain it up so that I can. There it is.
There you go.
That's with my spring. This is
Nice.
without the spring. Okay, there you go. That's a nice. That sounds pretty realistic. So when I first listened through these tracks, I actually was thinking about replacing the piano. But
Okay.
I think it's just because
It was low.
it was so low. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And now that it's louder, that sounds really nice. That sounds like a real upright piano.
Sweet.
Um,
Good
let's
thing I
see.
didn't write anything down about how I arrived at that sound. But
Smart.
yep.
Well, you got it. You'll keep yourself creative that way.
Yep.
That's how you stay creative.
Exactly.
Is you just never have any way of being able to replicate your greatest moments.
Yep. No repeatable processes.
Can't do it.
Cool. I think if you wanted to do organ, that one would be
Organ. Oh,
that one
Okay.
you could definitely improve.
let's listen to this. Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that. All right. Let's try it out.
Nice.
More Frere.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna try to. I'm trying to like share my camera and show my process here without. Check it out. Here's my screen.
Wow. Hi.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in here and pull up my. I still use Reason.
Mm.
Okay, I got a nice little spinning beach ball there. This is good. As we're doing this stream, I can feel my my computer slowly dying. This is nice.
Buckling under the strain of all these high expectations for our stream.
Yes. So, like I told you before, I use. Been using Reason since 1.0.
That's so awesome.
I still use Reason.
This one day, this stream will be sponsored by Reason for that fact alone.
Yeah. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all of you Reason representatives and employees who are in the chat now, I'm open for negotiation on that.
You know who's in the chat once again?
Is it Mr. John Roy?
Mr. John Roy is in the chat.
Yay! Yeah, I was going to say, also, when I was in San Diego last weekend, I got to meet John Roy in person. It was awesome. So it was like an added little surprise and bonus. I wasn't expecting it, but luckily for me, so we played 2 nights at this same place, Friday night and Saturday night. So luckily for me, Friday night my guitar died in the middle of the show.
Jeez.
So I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what the fuck am I going to do? And then I remembered, hey, you know who owns a sound company and who has a shop and a warehouse and a, you know, I'm sure he's got soldering irons. Is John Roy.
There you go.
Of Smoke and Mirror Sound System. And so I hit him up, and of course he's super generous and hospitable. He's like, come on down. So we tried to fix it. Turns out it needs a part replaced that I couldn't do then and there. So you know what he does instead? He's like, here, just use my Les Paul Standard.
That's dope.
I'm like, well, obviously I want to, but I'm not gonna be able to like give it back to you, man. He's like, nah, it's cool. You know,
well, hey,
you know, like how when people are like way cooler to you than you deserve and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It was one of those things.
Yeah, for anybody out there watching, if you've not checked out Smoke and Mirror Sound System yet, go do it. John Roy commandeered Brandon and I both this year for various services involving Smoke and Mirror Sound System, and man, could not be happier with how that stuff turned out. It's so sick.
Yeah, really good. And it's also another artist who's doing really, really good reggae versions of songs that we know and love.
Totally. Yeah, he's like right up our alley.
Yeah.
Totally doing similar kind of stuff.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, we gotta let this. Man. Yeah, Nate, I really need to restart my computer before we do these streams,
Hey,
man. This
let's.
is like.
Here's what we can do. We'll go to the intro screen.
For
I don't know, 5 minutes. I'll be able to see when you're back up.
Okay. Take a little stretch break here.
Take a stretch break before we go into leg 2 of the stream.
All right. Oh, you're a genius. That's a good idea.
Let's do it. Does that sound good to everybody?
Are you waiting for responses in the chat?
Mostly just you, but.
Oh yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. Well, what do you say? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think so. Just basically just enough time for me to, restart my computer and
Okay.
log back on, and then pour a drink, and then I'll be here.
Same. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And can I stay logged into Source Connect and you could come back to that same room, or are we going to have
Yes.
to redo that?
Nope.
Same room?
Well, I actually don't know.
Okay. Well,
Um,
okay, send me an email because my my phone is this camera. So,
Okay. So so just don't touch anything. Stay connected to Source Connect. I think you will be able to stay in the room,
okay.
and if not, we'll figure it out, and we'll get going after this stretch break, and I'll do it via email, and not to text.
All right. We'll be back in a minute, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there.
Show.
Yo.
Okay. Computer restarted.
All right. So, we're back, y'all. Already looks better. Wow. I mean, we might not be able to use it, or maybe we can, but that was the most jaw Rastafarian thing that's happened all night.
Is it?
Your computer came back.
How much of a jaw Rastafarianism would you say it is?
Wow. Wow. So
Okay.
yeah.
How many people just left the stream?
Actually, we have more people on the stream right now than we have all night.
Nice. Hello, everybody. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome back to second half. Okay. So now that things seem to be going okay.
Slightly better. You're still a little choppy, but
Oh my God.
yeah, it's all right.
Can't always get what you want.
Mm-mm. Oh my
Well-
God! Rest in peace, Charlie Watts.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
That was actually some kind of inappropriate. I regret hitting that immediately.
That was a major pour one out for Charlie.
Some for
That
our
hit me.
homies.
That hit me pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. Tell me about it.
I'm not even. I'm a Beatles guy. I've never been
Yeah, same.
a Stones guy, but I love the Rolling Stones. It's not one or the other for me by any means, but I've always just been more into the Beatles. But I mean, the Stones they are right now showing how long a rock and roll band can last. How long a career of a rock and roll band, like how long can it exist? Like they're setting the bar. They've continuously set the bar since the early 60s. And so for one of them to go, a Rolling Stone hasn't died since 1969, since Brian Jones, you know. So,
Wow.
you know,
Didn't know that.
for one of them to go, it's just like, you know, my whole life I've been like, everyone would like clown on the Rolling Stones, like, oh, they're all in their 60s. Can you believe this band is still playing in their 60s? And then it was making fun of them when they're in their 70s. And it's like, you know, I always just thought, hey man, if they can do it, like, go do it. Why not? They're in the Rolling Stones. Why would you ever want to give that up? Like, that's so cool. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it seems kind of silly.
yeah, but it just sucks because it's like, it looks like their 80s, the decade in which they enter their 80s, could be the last one, I think, unfortunately, which just kind of makes me sad because it's like they've just been such a mainstay in music for so long, and I have kind of mixed feelings about them continuing the tour. On one hand, I kind of feel like, how do you tour without Charlie Watts? He's like one of the most unique drummers of all time. And he's like the sound of the Rolling Stones. But on the other hand, Charlie Watts knew he wasn't going to be able to go on this tour, this 2021 tour, way ahead of time. And he told the Stones that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he handpicked Steve Jordan to fill in for him.
Wow.
On the tour.
Okay.
So everybody that goes and sees the Stones on this upcoming tour, it's going to be the Stones with Steve Jordan, which will be pretty sick.
And it was going to be Steve Jordan anyway?
It was, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So
Okay.
he knew, he had this operation, he knew he had to take the tour off. And it was too late for them to adjust things, I would assume. And so he handpicked Steve Jordan to fill in for him, which is pretty cool. But on the other hand, it's like, not to mention all the COVID shit going on. It's like, if I was them, your drummer of 60 years just died, like, I don't know, and it's COVID and all this shit, I would just, man, it's probably time to just stop. You know, I mean, who am I to tell Keith and Mick to stop? But I don't know. It seems it'll just be so weird.
So you're gonna stop when I die? Is that what you're saying? You're like, actually, no. They should finish the tour.
You're right.
Now,
They should
come to
finish the
think of it, when you put it like that, they should finish the tour.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like I said, I have mixed feelings about it, but ultimately, this is what Charlie would have wanted to happen anyway. So, you know, is what it is. But yeah, I mean, such a fucking great drummer, such a cool drummer.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Our friend Eric Scotus, great drummer. He his way, probably one of the ways that he honored Charlie Watts on Instagram was
I saw this.
Yeah, he
So
posted a video of himself playing the drum intro to Honky Tonk Woman.
Yep. And it was sick.
Like, okay, I mean, yeah, Eric is just such a great drummer and of that school of drumming.
Yep, big time.
Very
Classic rock and roller.
exactly classic, very traditional rock and roll. And I didn't even realize it until he played it, like how significant just like the drums on just that song alone, let alone all the other ones, but that song, the drums, how significant that is in my life. And I never really thought about it like that.
Yep. That same clip that he posted got me too. It really got me thinking about it. And like, it's one thing to listen to a drum part because, you know, especially on a studio record, you're assuming like, oh, maybe this and this are like overdubs or percussion overdubs or something like that. But then to watch someone like play it like beat for beat, and you're just like, this is such a cool part. Like it's just like Ringo. Like I always say I love Ringo because it's like you could sing his drum parts, you know, like you can literally like sing them back to somebody.
Yeah, that's his whole thing is they're like, they're orchestral, they're very musical and everything. Right?
Yeah, and Charlie Watts was in a lot of ways the same way, you know, and for my money, not just the best kind of drummers, but the best kind of players, period, like do that, you know, like that's another reason I really liked, I've always loved George Harrison because his, like as a lead guitar player, because his stuff was so melodic and like, it was like, you know, and a lot of my favorite musicians have that quality. Somebody in the chat is saying Topper Heat-On from The Clash, which I completely agree with, is another guy that like he's the drummer for The Clash. You know, same kind of thing, similar kind of school too of just using his instrument as like a hook, like like it's crazy.
Right. Yeah. Like that's your ear catches onto it and wants to listen to that song, to hear that, to listen along to that just as much as the melody, just as much as as what the guitars or the vocals are doing.
Yep.
Yeah. There's really only a handful of drummers.
Yeah.
That have that going on, right?
Totally. But yeah, sad to see Charlie Watts go. That was too bad. That was kind of a big one.
Yeah.
When the Stones and the Beatles start dropping off, man, it's like, fuck. It's like we're at the end of the road of this rock thing. We're getting there. But
yeah, who are the torchbearers from there? I mean, like,
I think it's too divisive. Like if I told you who I thought, I bet you there's a handful that people would probably think suck or whatever. But it's like, you can't argue that they're not influenced by these older bands.
I guess the music industry was different in the 60s. I guess like
it was. You could be
fame and appreciation and greatness was a bit more homogenous back at that time than it has been since then, right?
That, and you can be ugly and still be famous, because a lot of ugly people wrote great songs.
Yeah. And there were fewer. There was a fewer number of popular styles of music at the time.
Yeah, it wasn't so much like entering the music business now. It's like you have to have the look, whatever that is.
It's the look that you have. Yeah, just look at Nate. That look. Yeah.
You know, but back then it's like, I don't know, like guys like Mick Jagger, like or Buddy Holly or Brian Wilson. It's like they're not like conventionally handsome or anything like that, but they had, you know, this machine and this industry behind them anyway, even though they didn't have the look or the aesthetic that, you know, you would think of that would, you know, make a popular artist now, because they were just great artists. They were just really good, you know, and so they had the weight of the recording industry behind them. But yeah, it's just kind of different now.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Charlie. Well, I mean, thank God he got to live and work for so long as he did.
Seriously.
You know, I mean,
60 years in the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I mean,
so awesome.
The world is full of a lot of Keith Moons and Jimi Hendrixes.
Totally.
And, Kurt Cobains and whatnot, you know.
Yeah, and we all sit around and we ask, like, man, wouldn't it be cool if we had a couple more years of so and so or so and so? And it's like, hey, man, at least we don't have to sit around and say that about the Stones.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Totally. Yeah. Oh God. You know, it's easy to say who could we have gotten more out of, you know, out of as far as people who died young, but you know.
Let's say, hey, since this is a reggae thing, I mean, King Tubby and like Junjo Laws and fucking
so many of those guys
died young. Like who knows? Like if King Tubby was around today,
dude, how wild would that be?
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like dub.
It could have crossed over.
Yeah, just the international, just what dub is internationally and in the world would be completely different if King Tubby hadn't died that day, you know, or that night. I don't know what time of day it was.
Yeah, I don't either.
But anyway, but it doesn't reduce the loss, and it doesn't reduce like the tragedy of him going. So
yeah.
To Charlie Watts.
Yeah, to Charlie.
Today.
Rest in peace, Charlie.
Yeah.
We will continue making music. Hopefully as long as you got to, man.
Yeah, God willing. Mm-hmm. Thank you for the music.
Yeah.
Speaking of music. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go to this camera.
Nice.
This is the organ keyboard that is very close to my crotch camera. Hey-oh. Okay, so what do we got? It's E minor.
E minor, C, A, D, B. Yeah, and I think I already like where you're going with this tone-wise, because whatever you play right now has to cut through a lot in the track.
Okay. That's true. This one is pretty full, eh?
It's very full, yeah.
Okay.
It might even, by the time I get to the end of this, there may be other things I take out. I don't know yet. But for this, I like the register you're in already, although maybe we work up to that. I don't know. And yeah, whether it be the pattern or the tone, whatever, um, it has to find a space amongst all this stuff going on, which is kind of easier said than done on this track, the way it is right now.
Okay. Let's see. Let's just try taking a pass.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. I'm not even gonna mess around with the intro yet. I'm just gonna come in on the main groove.
Nice.
Actually, I need to take out the old organ. Turn down the rest of the music a bit. So
I already love it. Love it.
Okay.
Love it. Gotta have it.
Right, that's a good sign.
Like it, love it, gotta have
like it. Enjoy it. I can phrase that A chord differently.
There you go.
Oh. Or maybe not. We'll see.
Yeah. Sounding good.
All right. Okay, so now let's take it to the intro. Need to be higher.
I like it.
What did you do in yours? For the intro, what is this?
Similar thing.
That makes more sense. Yeah, it needs to stay out of the way. It doesn't need to make such a presentation of. Oh, you like that?
I do like.
You
it.
like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
I'm kind of open to whatever you think. Which is kind of my default answer to a lot of things I know. But,
I have no opinion. Basically, pretend like I'm not here.
Yeah. Where's my stapler?
Dude, speaking of Stephen Root, man, I just watched Barry. Have you watched Barry?
Oh my God, I love that show, dude.
Dude, Stephen Root is so fucking good in that, man.
Dude, Barry, I can't
Among
wait.
others.
I can't wait for that show to come back.
Holy shit.
I guess because of COVID, there's a bunch of delays, so they're going to shoot season 3 and 4 back to back.
Oh, okay, cool.
So
yeah, I heard they're shooting it right meow.
Yeah. So it's been a long time, but once we get season 3, season 4 will be close behind, I'm sure.
Not so long for me since I just watched it like yesterday.
Oh God, we finished watching it like 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. I'm so
sucks.
sorry for your troubles.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Something like that. Obviously not that hot in the mix, but
Sure.
I don't know. I don't think that will sit as well as this. Okay. I can find a middle ground.
John Roy is asking, he says, great organ patch. What is it? He says, I use the real B2 here.
Okay, good question, John, and I agree. I love this organ patch. It's like too good to be true.
Me too.
And I am simultaneously completely fucking angry at you because you have like an actual B2. And he was giving me the tour of the shop, and I saw Leslie there, and I'm like, you son of a bitch. He has a real Leslie.
Yep.
Anyway. But to answer your question, I am using Reason, and the instrument is. Hang on, let me pull it up.
Oh, he has a great suggestion
share
for this part as well. But go keep going.
Give me just a second. Let me screen share.
Here we are.
There. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an NNXT, and it's the preset that's called Lowest Drawbar. Lowest Drawbar.
So sick.
And just like any good organ playing, the secret is in the fast, slow setting on the Leslie, which you control with the mod wheel on this.
Even like the just like kind of the distortion on the top end when the mod wheel is cranked up higher, it really sounds like a rotating speaker. It's so crazy.
It does.
It's wild.
It does. Yeah, this is the best emulation of a real organ in a Leslie that I've ever heard, personally.
I agree.
So yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so what's our suggestion?
I asked the chat.
Yes.
Since we're kind of, my initial part was kind of in a lower register, and then you played a higher register, and I actually really liked that.
Yeah.
And we're kind of going back and forth on exactly how to approach the intro. He thinks you should do the first half in a low register, and then the second half in the higher register. Which I think would be kind of cool. And a cool way to kind of build anticipation for the drop.
Yeah, because it's twice through the chords, right?
Yep.
All right, let's try it. Let's see. Okay, so it's actually once through the chords, so I'll have to change halfway through. So, all right, let's try it. Okay.
It's pretty sick if you can pull it off.
Yeah. Let me switch on the A chord.
Okay. It's pretty tight.
Pretty teat. Let me try that phrasing for the A chord. How's that?
It's sick.
All right.
Very
Let's see if I can actually play it.
That would be better.
Wouldn't that be cool?
It would be cool.
Hold on.
I know it's fast. You should insert.
I love how you built in a count off into this track, Nate.
Hey, oh wait, before you fucking start bitching about something I did in my session, did you notice, Brandon, that the tracks were named? The tracks were named, you fuck.
Yes. I did notice that.
Good.
I did.
Good.
Thank you for joining the rest of everybody ever
Fuck.
of all time. Good job, mate.
Yeah. So
No, but actually, in all seriousness, that helped a lot. Thank
Yeah.
you for doing that. Yes. Did you use the wild cards in the
I did.
Reaper
That's
render?
exactly
Isn't
what I
that
did.
sweet?
The
Super
first
sweet.
time I've ever done that, and it was great.
We showed that on the stream, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. Okay. Time to play the organ.
Yep.
How do you play an A chord again?
With the A notes. Pretty tight.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, I'm double muted. Both the track that I just recorded is muted, and me trying to explain that, and my microphone was muted. Both.
Oh.
Okay, there's one little fart noise in the beginning.
Okay.
I just need to replace the first couple chords,
Okay.
and that's it. Nope. Excuse me. Nope. Needs to.
Pretty good. It's close.
Needs to start with the Leslie slow.
Yeah.
Shut up. Everybody shut up.
Yeah.
You
I
laughing?
give you plenty of time to get your hands ready, to press record, get ready. It's 1, 2, in, Brandon.
Ready? 1, 2. Where were you? Where were you?
You know what's funny is
Okay, we can take it again. Ready? 1, 2.
While I built that in, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna hate this. I should really have more time."
Really?
Yeah, and then I just didn't. I didn't do it.
Oh,
I should have.
I love you so much. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. It's listening back. Yeah, that's tight. And it's gonna be like a third of that volume in the mix, probably.
That's okay.
All right. Bubble time, or any
No,
either you or anyone in the chat have
at a certain
way that we
point,
can improve this.
at a certain point, we should do a tracking session where we let the chat decide like everything.
Everything.
No, chat has no more to
Right,
say on that. I think my organ's still not muted though.
Are you effing me in the A right now? No, you're right. It's not. Wow, good ear. I didn't even hear that. All right, let's hear a pristine one.
Okay.
Where it's unbolstered
Yep.
by the other organ. Okay, that's very loud.
Yep. Word.
All right, y'all. It's reggae time.
It's reggae time. Do the reggae.
To do this one weird trick. Okay. There we go.
My count in is this one weird trick that Brandon's hate.
Mm-hmm. Organ players hate him. Okay. Why is it so quiet now? Why'd it get so quiet? Duh. Let's try that once more. Computer stuff, computer stuff. Okay. That sounds... I'm getting drunk now. You can hear the organ in a good balance to the track now, right?
The track sounds quite a bit quieter than the organ, to be honest.
Really?
Yep.
I truly am losing my mind. So...
That's better.
And then it goes to E minor, right? Major, right there?
E major, F sharp minor, D, and B. And it repeats that pattern 3 times, and then it goes to a G.
Hang on. Okay, E major and then...
F sharp minor. There you go.
And then...
D major. And then B major. Nice.
No, B major. Okay.
Oh. Did I say B minor?
No,
Oh.
you didn't. I just played it and then remembered that that's not what it is. Okay, let me record the part getting up to there. Nope, not like that. Need more of a count in. I'm so used to your short count in. Oh yeah, the hits. Okay. Okay.
Breather. Breather.
Hey, everybody relax.
Yeah, everybody relax. You're moving fast. Honestly, it's the quick count in. It establishes a fast working pace, which is like what I do when I track by myself, because I have to do so many fucking takes all the time to like get things that I'm happy with. I always have very minimal count-ins like that, but then it kind of sets you in this mindset of like you're working too fast. Don't need to work too fast.
Okay, I'm ready. So that E minor wrong. Okay. Nice. What do you think of that?
Sounds great.
Okay.
Sounds real good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you holding back
No.
anything you'd like to say?
No, I was just I was distracted by some chats. I was chatting in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What doth the chat say?
Ronnie in the chat.
What saith the chat, Nate?
Ronnie, Joe Grooms in the chat. He was like, "Can't wait for September 3rd," and I was like, "Why? What's that?" And he's like, "When this comes out."
That's when you told all of us that this is coming out.
Right. Yes. Yes. Of course.
I also can't wait. Well, look, one thing that I know about Nate is once he does set a deadline for releases, he does keep them.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is
So
true.
even if in any given moment he forgot that it's September 3rd, it still will come out on September 3rd.
Yeah. I decided September 3rd literally an hour before the stream started, so my brain was catching up with myself, I guess. So.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yep.
Okay. Let's listen through what I just played
Nice.
and see if there's any no goodness. What in the F?
What?
Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds good. It fits that middle section so much better too. My what I call my David Lynch chords that are happening in that section, especially
Oh, what are
the
your David Lynch chords?
the track
kinda
that's
cool.
labeled guitar chords. That one.
Mm-hmm. see.
Here we are. Or are you switching to? Oh, here you go. Yeah.
Oh, those are very David Lynch chords.
Exactly. Yeah.
Those are very David Lynch.
That's pretty much the exclusive use of my Epiphone Les Paul that I have, because I have
Man, these chords sound like they're off of a VHS.
yeah. Yeah, it's real spacey and dreamy. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Makes me want to do another David Lynch EP, honestly. I want to do like
Yeah.
Blue Velvet or something.
Wow. Oh, wow.
But yeah,
wow.
your part fits that stuff a lot better. It kind of gets out of the way of that stuff and plays off of it a lot nicer than what I had.
This organ part you're
Yes.
talking about?
Yeah, what you just did.
Okay. Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this is now the vamp to eternity.
Vamp to eternity, baby.
All right. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
Man, when that drum fill comes in, I feel like it's like
I know. I know. I should have just done it right there, but
it feels like it's like cueing it.
I know.
It's all good.
I did the
It's all
same
good.
shit when I was playing this stuff.
Really? Yeah, it's that open hi hat. Like,
Yep.
"Tss, right here. Hey. Fuck you. Oh.
Yep.
Yep.
Horseman, fuck you. Doot, doot.
Doot doot doot. Okay. Not enough of a count in again. Wait, what did I leave for myself here? Almost.
Mm.
I'm gonna keep that slide, but I got a little
Vamping for
shaky
eternity
when it came
is,
back in.
you know,
Yeah.
It's harder than it sounds.
The part that makes it challenging is that it's vamping for eternity without a top melody.
Yeah.
You know, like
Exactly.
if you're vamping for eternity while someone or something is happening up above, a vocal playing or a solo or
Mm-hmm.
somebody or something playing a melody,
Mm-hmm.
it's not bad. But when the rhythm section is just completely exposed,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's really difficult.
Yeah, it got to I agree with you. And it got to a point where I was even thinking of like maybe asking Wallace to hop on this and play something, which could have been cool. But I pick and choose my spots with Wallace. I like to save him for very special occasions.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I think that, but the thing to keep in mind about this song is that the finished product is going to have a top line thing happening, which is dub,
yeah, exactly.
which we can't hear right now. So
Mm-hmm.
when I'm tracking this, the only thing that I need to really make sure of is that there aren't any moments of real shakiness or real errors in terms of holding the groove, because when I was doing the bass earlier and as I'm doing the organ now and the other instrument, this may be muted for most of the time, but at any given moment you're going to pull it up. So
Yep.
any given moment needs to be solid. So
Yep.
it's just,
Exactly.
I just need to make sure that this is just wall to wall solid.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be anything special, because nobody will ever be listening to this all the way through.
Right.
It doesn't need to entertain as a continuous piece.
Yep.
It just needs to be that all given moments are steady.
Yep.
Basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I know you know that, Nate. I'm saying that more for
Yeah.
everyone else than for
Yes.
you. But
Chad appreciates the learning sesh.
yeah, man. Okay. Let's keep going. Like that.
Yep.
Little stutter.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do that. Don't do it.
What?
Just checking an edit that I'm making. Normally I would be screen sharing all these checks and edits that I'm making, but my computer is shitty today. Oh, need to listen to this. Okay. Let's go back from here. Take it from there. That was kind of weird.
Teeny flub.
Yep. My thumb was too big for a second. Played 2 keys.
My thumb was too big.
My thumb is too big. My thumb is too big.
What am I thinking of? What is that? Is that Mr. Hanky or something?
I am a banana. No, that's Rejected.
What? What's Rejected? I don't know that.
My spoon is too big.
Yeah, that's what it is.
My spoon is too big.
Oh, man. It's good shit.
Yeah. Totally got thrown off. But the drums just like, nope. I'm done.
Yeah.
No more drums. Oh. Okay.
I would say you pretty much made it, though. Because I'm going to fade out.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is out by then?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Dude, real quick, another thing that I got distracted by and almost lost my rhythm because I just got fell in love with this little thing that you're doing on the guitar here. Sounds so freaking good. This is one of the, so, Nate, you always come to me for bass things and sometimes for piano and organ things. And the thing of yours that I never touch and that I come to you on is guitar stuff because you're a better guitar player than me. So I heard one of these moments. Hang on, let me find it. Yes. This.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Can you show us? Are you able to show us how
probably
you
could.
play this? How do you do this? God,
Yeah.
that's
So, I don't know
I love these things.
how well you can hear through my unmiked guitar here, but kind of get the mic nearby at least. So yeah, I'm playing, what is this? This is an E minor chord. So for this to work, you have to abandon the pinky has to go off on its own journey, like a Mormon missionary out in the world. So the chord becomes a minor 7 chord, which is really pretty on its own. So I can't even remember what I did exactly.
Okay.
So it's
I
all
see.
just kind of dancing around with the pinky. It's a lot simpler than it probably sounds.
Okay, so you're playing this little so on the high E string, just hold the 5 of the chord you're going up to. Okay, so you're playing like the dominant 7 of the chord in there. It's beautiful.
Yep.
It's like a little Ernest Ranglin thing.
Yeah, and I love Ernest Ranglin. He was one of my earliest influences as far as reggae guitar players go.
All y'all in the chat, if you don't know Ernest Ranglin, please
Yeah,
Google,
he
YouTube,
he was basically like
Spotify, Ernest Ranglin.
Yeah.
And you're welcome
Yep.
in advance.
He was basically he was more of like a jazz guy. Like
Yeah, he's a Jamaican jazz guitarist.
exactly, yeah, and he
And
just
he
was
just happened to be alive during the time
yeah,
when when the Jamaican music industry was making ska and
yep,
rocksteady and
hmm
reggae. And
yeah.
yeah.
So that was his palette to play over. Was I mean, imagine like a really bitchin' traditional jazz guitarist, but instead of playing over like a you know 3-piece jazz band combo type thing, it's like he's playing over a rocksteady band or a ska band, and it's so cool. It's such a unique sound. Like,
And a lot of those little moves and techniques and stuff that he did in the earlier recordings ended up being things that ended up being standard that later Jamaican guitarists would emulate, right?
yep,
So
hmm
his things that he brought ended up being like really important pieces of the musical dictionary
yep.
of reggae.
Yeah, like a lot of things from that time. Like you inject a jazz player into take the rock scene in England, like Jimi Hendrix's drummer was a jazz drummer,
Oh, okay.
or
Interesting.
Ernest
There you go.
Ernest Ranglin in Jamaica. Like jazz was like one of the predominant styles before the '60s kind of opened the floodgates to all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
its footprint
Wow.
is felt everywhere, like all over the place. And yeah, reggae's no
Oh my
exception.
gosh. Let alone all those, all the horn players and
Oh
everything.
yeah, totally.
Of course.
Yeah, the Scotalites are
it-
just like a big band. That's really all it is. I mean,
Yeah.
Western Standard Time is like they're just doing the Scotalites. Like it pretty much is the Scotalites, like, or at least what it should be, in my opinion.
Right. Right. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, we could talk about that for about 9 million years.
Yep. Yeah, let's finish this.
Should we do a listen through? So I got to the end.
Yeah.
Let's do a listen through, and we are checking for anything out of place or anything that we want to change about bass or organ,
Mhm.
primarily because we're checking the quality of these tracks that we just recorded. So we want to make sure that there's nothing about it that we want to change before we commit it to the final version.
Yep.
And then secondarily, we're also listening with a second ear to like all the other parts, and or maybe if there's anything else that we want to change or add that could improve the song.
Definitely.
All right, let's listen. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I think it sounds good.
I think it sounds great. I love it.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, so much
yeah.
of it's gonna get dubbed out. It's like I almost feel bad.
You feel bad for these poor tracks
These
about
poor
how
parts.
hard they're about to get dubbed.
Yeah, how hard they're about to just get turned down.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but,
Right. Well,
I think you did a great
Okay.
job, man. Sounds awesome. And hey, we just finished tracking the Blondie EP. We're done. That's it. We're done.
good job.
All right. Okay.
This is what clapping sounds like in Dubland. That's kind of cool. I like that.
Yep. Yeah, and if you're at a jazz show and you want to be hip and cool, you go. But if you're at a dub show, you go.
That's really good.
Round of applause. Actually, that was really good. I'm gonna turn up the feedback. That's how much I liked that performance.
Man,
That's what.
that's like some deep dub humor. Right there. That's good.
Yeah, yeah. We might be inventing that that segment of humor. I think. I don't know if there's any other people.
Oh, another recommendation for you and for everyone in the chat and everyone on the stream is Reggae Meme Club on Instagram.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. I mean, you know, how often have you ever wished that there is a hub for memes that
things.
are only only funny to people who are fans of reggae and ska?
Yep.
Reggae Meme Club.
By the
I'm
way,
glad I found it.
I didn't want to mention this while you were playing, but I
Oh,
put out a
God.
poll. I put out a poll in the chat. The question was
Brandon, thumbs up, thumbs down.
no.
You decide.
The question is, my spoon is too big? Yes or no? Overwhelmingly, people said no. It's not. It's actually
It's not too big?
It's not too big.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're good. We're in the clear.
Also, your spoon is not too big. Oh, see, because you were saying that your spoon is too big, but oh, wow. So it's
Yep.
not too big.
It's
Oh,
not. Nope.
okay.
Um,
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we have that decided
data.
once and for all. Yep.
That hard
Thank you.
data
Thank you, everybody, for settling the age-old debate.
of
My spoon is too big.
is
Yes,
too
no? Question mark.
big.
Good.
Yeah, wow. I'm really proud of us that we have hacked our way through these 4 Blondie songs. It feels like we've been like just chipping away at this all summer because we've literally been working on this for like a couple months now.
Yeah. It normally doesn't take this long. Right?
No, it really is because of this that what we're doing like it just necessitates us taking a bit more time to do things, and because like
You mean streaming?
yeah
Yeah.
because we're slowing down the process that maybe like you would do by yourself in however long, you know what I mean, and then
Yeah.
but we're slowing everything down so that we can share it with people and entertain people and you know and bring people into the fort, so to speak, the fort dub, and show people what we're doing. So I hope people don't mind that occasionally it might take a little bit longer than maybe we our normal output is. I don't think it really is a big deal. We're still going to put out multiple projects every year, every couple months. There's going to be something from either one of us or both of us. So,
Have you decided what's next? Do you have another next one
well,
or multiple before getting into ABBA? Oh, that's right. It's yeah. Any true fan of Black Market knows how significant October and Halloween is
yep,
in Black Market land.
yes, it's a
But
big deal.
Nate, there is the entire month of September before we get.
It's
because,
true.
I mean,
It's true.
Halloween is at the end of October.
It's true. Here's I'm going to tell you.
But
Here-
you do it as a lead-in. All right, go ahead. Break it down.
here's
Tell
what
me how it
happens
is.
to me every single year. Every year that I do Black Market, for whatever reason, October is the month that breaks me. Where I just like at the end of October or in middle of October, I'm just like, fuck this. I'm taking the winter off. I'm done. Like nobody wants to hear reggae in December anyway, even though that's not true.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never heard anybody say anything like that before. That's
No.
interesting.
No, that's how I justify it to myself.
Okay.
No, the last couple Octobers, when I've been putting music out, for whatever reason, October is the month to like double up, and I have never risen to the occasion of doubling up.
Doubling up meaning
Like
that
having
you're
like two projects come
doing
out.
doing an EP and also curating your horror movie
month.
calendar.
Yeah, and usually I work with people who are also Halloween nerds, horror movie nerds, and usually they want stuff to come out that month that I end up working on. Like my buddy Chudan, he always has something cool coming out in October, and I usually work on that. Or we do Black Market together. I'm not saying we can't have something come out early October. I think that would be cool, actually. But what's definitely coming out in October, I just don't know when, is we're doing a full-on remix EP of John Carpenter's Halloween soundtrack, the classic
Wow.
ding 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 ding. That I just yeah, spooky.
That was the perfect part of what you just said in your mic.
Yeah, I know I nailed
to,
it.
to put delay on.
Yeah, I nailed it. Yep.
Yeah.
Ding 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 ding. So I actually started working on this Halloween EP 2 or 3 years ago. It's been forever that I just have had tracks I've just been sitting on because I just haven't
Oh.
been able to get it out. So
That's cool.
I have my main Halloween remix is like completely done. It's been done. It's been in the can for years. I have to dub it out and do, post stuff to it, but it's pretty much done. My buddy Chudan, Ben Zeiderweg, who lives in LA, he teaches at LA Film School. He's a big synth guy. He does tons of cool like synth shit.
Right. Right.
He is majorly leading the charge on this one too. So he's gonna have one or two maybe. What I would really like to do, and what would facilitate me having the bandwidth necessary to still put that out in probably later October, close to actual Halloween. Like it'll really be like November. It'll kind of count more as like November's EP because we'll probably put it out like right before Halloween. But yeah, what would make working on another EP before that possible? The way I'd like to do it is I've got one remix, Chudan's got one remix. I would love a Wise Owl remix if possible, or
okay.
even just some kind of like inspired by track. It could be original. It could be using samples from that Halloween soundtrack. Could be kind of anything really. It could be your take on that theme, which is honestly one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. Is I listened to that theme song and I broke it down and I recorded it part by part. I re-recorded every single part to the song and tried to do like a complete sound alike, and it turned out so good. I was so happy with it, and the things it taught me about like 5/4 time and just like the structure of the way to write something like that. It's just so cool. It's so different than what I normally do. But so yeah, I would love it if I could live with that as being my contribution, have something from Judan, something from you, and maybe a fourth song from somebody else. And it could be kind of a, just like a sampler platter of a couple different producers all putting their stamp on Halloween, which I think would be really cool.
Maybe somebody in the chat.
Possibly someone
In the chat. That sounds awesome, man. Yeah, and that division of labor makes sense, and it also makes it kind of like an interesting and exciting black market EP, because it's different than usual.
Super different. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
that's
having 4 different takes on the same song and they all come out wildly different. I love that kind of thing. So yeah,
I'm into it.
Yeah, I would love to have you part of it.
Because for me, this would involve watching the original Halloween for the first time.
Hell yeah, it would. It's another reason.
And I'm a huge fan of The Thing.
There you go. That's his best movie anyway. Halloween's probably his most iconic, but The Thing
it must be. I mean, it's fucking.
The
Thing is
so
incredible.
Good. Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, John Carpenter is honestly, and I'm not even being hyperbolic here when I say this, he's probably in my top 5 creators of all time, and I'm talking musicians, filmmakers, writers, whoever.
Well, I'm gonna need to hear that list now.
I don't even.
Well, I already know for you. Okay, so John Carpenter's in there. I know David Lynch is in there for you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Can I make a couple guesses?
Oh yeah,
might be in there for you.
Yeah. I don't even have it like written down or anything, but you're probably right. Whoever you guess, I'm sure you're right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I do this too, like saying like, oh my God, when I'm feeling so hyped on a movie, like, dude, that is definitely one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time, and I'm making that claim without ever having done the work to establish what is my actual top 5. I just know in this moment it would be one of them.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, so you haven't made your top 5.
There's no hard and fast top 5.
Well, then I won't press you for it.
But I know that he's in there. He's a solid addition to the top 5.
All right.
But anyway, the question would be, what do we do before that one then? We'd have to do it in a couple weeks. It'd have to be a quick turnaround.
I don't think we could do ABBA in a couple weeks.
No, I don't either.
Well, we couldn't do it well.
No, yeah, exactly.
We could make a C- for effort ABBA EP.
ABBA?
But that would be a travesty.
ABBA, I think, is going to come out.
That would be a travesty.
ABBA, I think ABBA's coming out in the spring, honestly. That's when I see it happening, because I'll lay out for the chat and for you, because it's more important for you to know, but for the chat, you guys are here too, so here's the scoop. The next EP, possibly something we come up with right now for early October. After that, Halloween, which will basically be an EP for November. And then in December, this is another one I've put off forever. I want to do a Black Market Christmas.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I want to do just like maybe 3 or 4. Well, not 3. I want to do 4 just super classic Christmas songs.
Dude,
like
totally
White Christmas, definitely in there. And literally just have Wallace play over all of it. Oh, man. And that's all it would be.
Okay. I, like everybody, have strong opinions about the greatest Christmas music. Dude, I am such a big fan of Christmas music. Like kind of like how you get real caught up in the festive time of Halloween.
Yeah. So
I'm that way
Christmas
about
is your
man.
shit.
I fucking love Christmas so much, and one of the biggest aspects of what I love about it so much is the music.
Same.
One of those, quintessential things. that time of year. It comes around. Everybody always says, "Oh God, I was in the store the other day. It's in the middle of October and I already heard a fucking Christmas song. God
Yeah.
damn it, it's already started.
People are so
I
cynical,
gotta sit
man.
through this music." I cannot relate to that at all.
Yeah.
I love Christmas music.
Do you want to know?
And yeah.
I'm right there with you, man. There's some Christmas music that's better than others, admittedly, but
Yes,
in
you're
general,
right, yeah.
like the classics they're classics. They're so good.
It's some of the best music ever
Ever.
written in human history.
Ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even some of the modern classics, like
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not joking. Like maybe a month or two ago, I just put on "All I Want for Christmas Is You," the
Yep.
Mariah Carey
It's
song.
a fucking genius song. It's a
Lit-
great song.
Literally on repeat. I was
Yes.
like, God, this is so good.
It's fucking genius. It's
Yeah.
musically, it's genius.
Yep.
And
It's-
Last Christmas
Yep.
by is that Wham or George Michael? I think it's Wham.
It's probably Wham, but I'm not
I
sure.
think it's Wham.
Yeah.
Fucking genius, man.
Man, even God, the one that gets a lot of hate nowadays is the "Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time," the Paul McCartney Christmas song from the 80s.
Oh yeah.
That
dude.
one is not that great, but it's not as bad as everyone says.
No, it's easy to hate. I
Yeah.
mean, there's a special thing of Paul McCartney during that era, you know, when he did the "Don't Go Chasing Polar Bears" and like fucking weird songs that he was making at that time, but he earned the right to make that music.
Totally. Yeah.
He made his own context for that to happen in, where it made it fucking great,
Yeah.
good music, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
The album he was doing during that period when he wrote that Wonderful Christmas Time song was McCartney 2, which I don't know if you're familiar with McCartney 2, but it's another one that just gets completely hated on. And I've avoided it. I avoided it for so long because all I'd heard was that it was fucking stupid. If you go on Wikipedia, all the reviews are like 2 stars, like down the board. Like everyone fucking hated it. Paul McCartney made in his basement, recording everything by himself, an album that is basically like Talking Heads meets like synth
Yeah.
pop, like synth pop electro stuff. It's so cool. It's such a good record. I like unironically like think it's great, and
Yeah.
that's what those that Christmas song came out of. And I couldn't appreciate that Christmas song until I listened to McCartney 2, and then I was like, I get it. Like it's not,
I think that McCartney and Lennon's solo careers have a shared ingredient, or like a shared characteristic, which is that the work is it sort of sounds unfinished
yeah,
or unrefined. It sounds like somebody put an early draft onto tape.
yep.
You know?
It's true. That's true. I've never thought about that, but you're totally right. They reached a point in their careers where they'd already done the Beatles, and it's like, not only
Yeah.
how do you top that, it's not even that, it's who's going to tell you to,
Well,
who's
my
going to,
theory is that their entire lives and their entire careers up until that point, they had either George Martin or someone
or each other.
or each other
Yep.
to take it home.
Yep.
So their whole lives, so basically after the Beatles, they continued doing what they had always done their entire lives, which is take something to that point, you know, and then at that point, the rest of the team would take it to the finish line. You
Yep.
know?
But they didn't have that guy.
Right, exactly.
It was
After the Beatles, they didn't have it anymore. Now they have the entire world and everybody around them going like, "Well, dude, you're Paul McCartney. I can't say no to you. Like
totally.
whatever you write is gold, man. Like,
Yeah.
huh, this is what Paul wrote. We got to record it just like that.
Which is too
Oh,
bad.
but what if I change this? I feel like it would make sense if I did. No, dude, that's what Paul wrote. You can't change what Paul wrote. You know, which never existed before that. So,
right. It's too bad.
and it makes total sense. And if you listen to their music, understanding that, I feel like you can hear the genius in what they're doing
Yeah.
in all their solo career stuff. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a lot of people, like you say, a lot of people hate on it, because it's so easy to swoop in and go like, well, actually, it is completely lacking the polish of this and blah 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 blah. Blah.
I really
Like, yeah,
don't
I know.
appreciate that impression of me that you just did.
Yeah, I know.
Actually.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I agree, man.
I'm sorry for that personal attack on you. Just then,
You did this. I know what that means. Anytime
because
anyone.
you're the only person who wears glasses
Yeah.
without a sport band to keep them from sliding down your nose.
You're right. You're right. Wow.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about what albums to do.
Oh, yeah.
So-
what one can we do with like a couple weeks of working on it?
Personally, it doesn't have to be like Halloween-y or horror-y necessarily, but
Okay.
it is going to come out in October, and when it is a short turnaround. So what I've been
Okay.
kind of sitting on over the summer while we've done Blondie is I was thinking of doing War of the Worlds, actually, of like dubbing out the Orson Welles broadcast, which I think would be really fun.
Oh, nice. So like with original music?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
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 Oh,
So-
yeah. They those are the ones that always go the quickest. Like
They go quick and they're
Star
really
Trek and
fun.
Eraserhead.
Totally. Yeah, they go
Cool.
quick and they're really, really fun.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is I want to make it as kind of a spiritual sequel to fucking the Kung Fu EP we did.
Okay.
So kind of have a similar sound palette, but instead of like 808s and Kung Fu music, we'll probably do like 909s and 50s B-movie like effects and sound effects, like theremin stuff and shit like that, and do
Wow.
like a really kind of cheesy 50s B-movie kind of dub thing with electronic drums, just like the Kung Fu thing, and have Orson Welles be our kind of dub palette person to kind of guide us through.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, and I think we could put that one together real quick. I think it would be really fun to do. So yeah, that's my vote.
Do you have the audio of that that famous Orson Welles radio broadcast?
Yes, I do.
Cool, man.
Yeah, and I already started on the first song like a few months ago, because I was gonna do it right after the Kung Fu one, and then I kind of was like, I don't feel like doing more of this same shit right now, so we did Blondie, which I'm glad we did, but I still want to do it. I just kind of wasn't in the mood then.
All right. Yeah. I think that's one that we could do.
Yeah.
With a couple of weeks work.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah,
And
so
Halloween. So are you thinking, and then Halloween, and then ABBA, and then Christmas?
no. So here's what I'm thinking.
Oh. Okay.
It would be War of the Worlds, Halloween, which would basically count as November. We could do something in early December, but what I'm thinking, what would be better, because the Christmas one is going to have a few more moving parts, because I actually really want like a lot of guests on the Christmas one. I think it'd be really fun as like to have, you, me, Wallace, fucking maybe John
Yeah.
Roy, maybe my buddy
Yeah,
Chudan, maybe
That's the Christmas spirit.
the Christmas spirit, exactly. Bring in like
Yeah.
everybody who I've worked with over the years and just have them contribute in whatever small way.
Mm-hmm.
And that extra few weeks of time from the beginning, from late October to late December, that would give us enough time to actually pull that off to get a lot of people on there. Even though the bass tracks are probably going to be pretty easy to make. And then I usually take January, February off for Black Market. Sometimes I'll put something out in March. Sometimes I'll put something out in April. But what I'm thinking of is after the Christmas thing, take another kind of planned extended break, but work through the break. Like just a break from releasing, but work on ABBA that whole time. And basically give us up to April if we need it to
A longer production time to dedicate to ABBA.
Exactly. So give us up to April if we need it, but
You don't want to do that right. And
Yeah.
that's some pretty those songs are more musically complex.
totally. And it's
than
your
what we usually do.
it's like your shit.
Well,
and,
But
wanna
I
do
mean,
it right
I
as
say
well.
that, but I look back. Still, my favorite Black Market EPs of all time are your Beach Boys ones.
Those are
I
pretty
think
dope.
that is the greatest Black Market of all time.
Wow.
Is the Beach Boys
Wow.
releases and the complexity of the music
Yep.
in those is astounding.
Yeah.
And
And getting it to work as dub stuff is like crazy. It was hard.
Right.
It was really hard.
So if you could do that, you can do this.
Totally.
Should be no problem.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
But yeah, that's the tentative kind of release schedule I would love to hit the rest of this year and into next year. And then after ABBA, it's like wide open to suggestion, kind of just whatever. We'll figure that out as we go probably, but
all right.
yeah. And during that whole time, we're going to do your shit too.
That's right.
Assuming you're going to have shit that we're going to need to work on too. So, having a little bit more time between these things, it's like, it's not the end of the world,
Yeah.
Like, cause we have to work on your stuff too,
Yeah, Nate, we have to work on my stuff too.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. But I'm glad we talked about it because I'm literally like, I got to dub out this last Blondie song, do the masters probably this weekend, get everything ready for the 3rd. And then I'm going to dive head first into War of the Worlds stuff. Cause we're going to have to like hit the ground running if we're going to release it anytime in October.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I would recommend like on holiday things, have the release date be before the holiday itself.
Totally. Yeah.
Because nobody cares the least amount about Christmas less than like the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
And
After Halloween.
yeah, the day after Halloween.
Yeah. No, exactly.
And so on. Like, oh, my Halloween EP is out on November 2nd. It's like,
That sucks.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Anyway.
exactly. I think like Halloween will probably come out like the 28th or 29th. Like it'll be way late in the month. The Christmas one, same. It'll be like, we'll put that one out like mid-December, maybe like the 20th, something like
Hell
that.
yeah.
Right before Christmas. Because people are going to be vibing on that stuff anyway, like right around that
Yeah.
time. And we'll
Yeah.
add ourselves into the mix, into the playlist.
I'm excited to start the debate with you about what 4 Christmas songs. I mean, this is like choosing 4 Beatles songs.
I know.
Like 4 Christmas songs.
Okay.
To do.
I
And that's
think I know 2 that I'm basically
That you're
100%
willing
on.
to die on that hill about.
No, but I'm probably like 90%. Like I really want to do these, and then the other 2, I'm like, I don't really have a solid idea. I really want to do White Christmas. That's my favorite Christmas song of all time. And hearing Wallace, I'm just imagining Wallace playing that melody, and I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah.
And maybe. What was I thinking of just now? God damn it. Probably like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer would be great. Have Wallace on that, or Jingle Bells. But those are almost too.
Like blue beat ska style.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we've got the chat is screaming, "Little drummer boy."
Yeah, that's one of my three. I have three, but this is why it's so hard to narrow it down to four. Yeah, I've got three that are like instantly. Oh my god.
What are your ones that you would really want to do?
Well, one of them is Little Drummer Boy.
Okay, I'm down.
Pa-rumpa pum pum.
We'd have to do like
Pa-rumpa pum pum. Sorry.
We'd have to do like a Naya Bingy thing or something.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty clever. Okay. Another one is God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen.
I don't know that one. What is it?
Bum 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 bum. Dun da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun da dun da.
Oh, I do know this.
Dun da 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 dun da dun da 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 da. Da 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 da. Oh.
I hope someone just joined watching, like right now.
That song is a jam.
Yep.
And then the other one is "Oh Holy Night."
Oh God, that's such a good song. But yeah, you're thinking of the right ones.
Oh my God, yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna Google Christmas songs.
The thing about "Oh Holy Night," especially, is the way in which the like the what's going on melodically and harmonically in the relationships between the different sections of the song is especially genius to me.
Yeah.
You know, just like the emotional payoff of the way that what's happening between the different sections of the song, and when they go from one to the other, what it like accomplishes emotionally is it's hard to find its peer.
Okay, I'm gonna say fuck Jingle Bells and whatever the other one I said. Still,
you said Rudolph.
Rudolph and Jingle Bells, not those two.
But White Christmas.
White Christmas, 100%.
That's legit.
That's the one legit. I really want.
Yes,
but the other one that initially sparked this idea, I'm remembering now because I'm looking at a list of like top Christmas songs ever, was Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, nice.
I would love to do a reggae version of Jingle Bell Rock with Wallace. Yep.
It's got a nice guitar part in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Like the big hollow body vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be strong.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, that would be cool. Holly Jolly Christmas, that would be cool. Let's see, what else we got?
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
People who hate on Christmas music just don't get it.
I know. We live in
don't get it.
We live in a really cynical time, man. People don't even fucking like Christmas anymore. Like, think about that shit.
Greatest songs.
Yeah. What else we got here? There's tons of good ones, but I would say I'd be down to pick two, and I would let you pick two. I would want White Christmas and whatever the fucking other one I said that I already forget.
Rudolph.
No.
Oh no, the one that you revised it to. Yeah, Jingle Bell Rock.
Yeah, White Christmas, Jingle Bell Rock. I'm super down to do Little Drummer Boy. I think that'd be interesting to figure out what we would do with that or how we would do it, because you basically have to do it with some kind of drum rattling.
Wait, hang on. Can I find something?
Yeah.
Wait, I might have this. Hang on. I was once. This is like 10 years ago, maybe more than 10 years ago. Oh, good. And my computer's giving me the spinning beach ball.
Word.
Hang on. It's hard to search for this while I'm...
Nothing to see here. You're just watching a stream that's going really well. No worries. How does it feel to watch such a smooth stream? All you tubers out there.
I don't have it on here.
Oh,
Anyway,
just like we planned.
about 10 years ago, somebody hired me to build and record the backing track for a reggae version of Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, that's dope.
And it had like clavinet and shit. Like, it still to this day is, I think, one of the dopest reggae tracks I have ever created.
Dang.
Ever. And they never used it. It never left my studio.
Which song is it? Little Drummer Boy?
Little Drummer Boy.
Would you want to resurrect it for this project?
Yes.
Why not?
absolutely. I was trying to find it right now so I could just play it right now on the
Right.
stream, but I don't have it on this computer. And even if I did, this computer is being too slow for me to even
I mean,
probably play it right now.
as long as you were cool with that, we could even just use that track as a starting point to do
I don't
something
know if
new or whatever.
I don't think I have the stems and the isolated tracks of it anymore. I think I only have like just an MP3 of it, unfortunately. But we could make it sound
Yeah, we could use that as like, okay, let's
better.
do something like this.
A template.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it needs a vocalist or a dude. Oh, here's an idea.
Mhm.
Here's a motherfucking idea. What if? Okay, because the black market way is to use acapellas
Mhm.
of a vocalist.
Yep.
What if we were able to find acapellas of people like Bing Crosby?
I would love that if it's out there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wonder if that exists.
We could look.
Or like Aaron Neville,
Dude,
you know,
yeah. Like that.
Christmas record acapellas.
Yeah. That would be easier for the more modern ones. I imagine the older ones would either have not clean stems, if they even exist, like they'd probably have other instruments on them, or
Oh yeah, because the Bing ones were recorded in like the 40s and the 50s.
Totally,
and shit,
yeah.
right?
And like
that's true.
Jingle Bell Rock is like, it's a 50s like rock and roll song, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could, if we found other versions of the songs where we could find if we could find acapellas, that's all the eternal thing, which is kind of why I assumed I wasn't going to be able to find anything like that, which is why I was like, dude, let's just have Wallace blow all over it. It'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to find people to blow on it.
Yep.
John Roy.
Yep. John, please help us.
John Roy.
Help us, John Roy. You're our only hope, John Roy. Please, John Roy.
That's good.
Yep.
That's strong.
Yep. Wow.
All right, man. Well.
I feel like we're reaching a natural stopping point
Mm-hmm.
where we stop naturally.
It's good to be back on the stream with you, man.
Oh, it's so good. The one I did last week was fun. I kind of wish I would have just done it live, but people liked it. People still watched it, so that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, if there are gonna be weeks where we're gonna be gone, and we'll do shit like that. You know, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But for now,
Yeah.
foreseeable future, we pretty much have nothing in the way on our schedule, so we'll probably be here for a while.
Yeah, I think at least all the way through September. I'm
Same.
planning on doing these ones for true,
Damn, nice.
live, au natural.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, it's good to be like fucking awesome big many thanks to everybody who's in the chat with us tonight, hanging out with us live.
Yeah,
It's
the chat has been rad tonight. When you
Cool.
go back, you gotta just read through. There's like a bajillion. I couldn't keep up with all of it. There's like
Cool,
a million
cool.
things.
Yeah, I mean it's for the past 2 weeks, just like doing the streams. Like, I really missed you guys.
Mhm.
I missed all of you guys, all the regulars, and all of the other folks passing through and everything. Like it's a big highlight of my week, if not the highlight of my week, to get to come into this little, like, the room of the cool kids, where we get to just hang out and enjoy reggae together.
Totally.
It's very cool. It's a cool group of friends we got here.
100% agree. Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, yeah, we love you guys. Thanks for watching. Our Patreon link is in the chat, pinned. So please visit that if you would like to support what we're doing.
New content on there too, right? You
Totally.
revamped the Patreon and everything. It's not the same old crusty one that you've seen if you visited it before.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, new tiers, new merch, new goals for the patron, or for the Patreon. Yeah, and it's becoming a space where we're getting a lot more engagement on there, and I'm able to kind of update it more regularly, like a couple times a week. I'm on there at least.
Cool.
So yeah, it's cool. It's a cool place to hang out. I can tell we've got a couple of patrons in the stream tonight, so Ja Rastafari to y'all.
Rastafarianism. To you.
Yep. But yeah, we love you guys. We will be back next week. So just to touch on this real quick,
Yeah.
next Thursday
Yeah.
is, I have to look at a clock.
That's the day before
It is.
the Blondie release.
It is. And typically I release these things that night. So I don't know what we could do that night, but maybe we do a listening party and we can just listen through the whole thing.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's just we just have like a party where we hang out and we're just like, the lights are low and we're just like dancing and drinking together and just hanging out.
Absolutely.
Hey, we should also look into what we need to do technology wise to like have people to get to join us with like video and audio to
to come hang out and join the stream.
Right, exactly.
on video.
And actually be seen and heard by us and everyone else on the stream. And
I imagine we'd have
so
to.
it could be like a true hangout thing.
I imagine it would
We could
probably be
figure it out.
a Discord thing. That's probably where it would have to live.
We could figure it out.
Yeah, totally.
It took everybody. It took me and Nate like 3 weeks to figure out how to accomplish this, which is still has glitches in it.
Totally. Yeah.
Man.
But
we could figure it out.
yeah, we can figure it out. Cool. So yeah, next week maybe expect a listening party. That'd be fun. What what we could do? We could just play the dub videos. I could debut. So not only just listening to it, I could debut the actual videos I filmed of me dubbing everything out.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, which would be pretty cool. Then people could have something to watch, which would be nice.
Cool. Listening party. And I'm imagining me with like a pointy hat and a noisemaker.
Oh yeah, I'm bringing back my birthday gear for sure.
And like a feather boa or
there
something.
you go. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, cheers, peace and love. Rest in peace, Charlie. Thank you all for listening. Brandon, excellent work as always.
Thanks, baby guy.
Yep. All right. Love you guys. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.